Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to Abandoned. I am in Poynton, walking down Ladies' Incline, which is an incline plane in the town of Poynton. Anyway, there's another one just over there called Prince's Incline, and in this video we're going to explore Ladies' and Prince's Incline to see what's left of the old mineral railways in Poynton.
Well, this is probably going to be a short video. I thought there'd be more of it, but, well, there is lots of it. There's just nothing to it. I'm in Poynton on the Ladies' Incline, which is this long straight bit on the map here. In Poynton there's lots and lots of abandoned railways and tramways. I've decided to start off on this one, and as you can see, there's nothing to it. I mean, yes, this is the track bed, there's more than you get with a lot of them, but there's no anything left, it's just flat. Which is nice, I guess, for walking. There's not a whole lot of railway-related stuff left. I mean, it's a brick. Apparently there are railways in this area dating from the 1790s. I will find them. I will film them. There will be a video. That is a log. Let's have a look at the history of Ladies' Incline.
This is what happens when you record a video like 5 weeks apart, because you completely forget where you're up to. Anyway, so Ladies' Incline. The information I've got here has come from this PDF document I've got online. This is pretty much all the information I can find for it, so we're going to have to go with it. They seem like they know what they're talking about, so I'm going to call this basically the info. There's not a lot on it because it's a very short incline. So basically this was built in 1848 to serve the Lord and Lady Pitts to the south of Poynton. And it's superseding the previous tramway that was built there in 1839, running along the bottom of this road, and there's just none of that left. Here's a bit of it here, but that's about it. I was going to go and explore this line too, but as you can see from this, there's absolutely nothing left. It's just a field, and the bit that is remaining is gardens. So we're not going to do that one.
So as I said in my mega cringe introduction, that this is Ladies' Incline, and this is an incline plane going all the way from here down to Towers Road. Now, I've had a look at it, there's not a whole lot left down there, so this is Ladies' Incline. Imagine this dirt path just for a mile. So that's the main road. This was also part of the incline as well. And that row of trees there, that's part of Prince's Incline, which is much longer, more established network, or a longer and established railway. So we're going to go and see what we can find on Prince's Incline instead of Ladies. We've already walked quite a way, so if I apologise if I'm out of breath, but luckily for you there's no wind noise today, which is nice. So this must be it here. Yeah, that looks like a railway. Let's see what we can see on this very long, very straight, equally muddy footpath. I think it's going to be identical. Oh, there. Wow. I think I just swallowed myself. I think this is going to be an identical incline to Ladies, which means there's nothing left apart from a footpath and a few dogs. So if I see anything interesting, I'll let you know. But I'm going to let voiceover Steve look at maps and talk about the history of these railways and Poynton itself.
Wow, thanks on-site Steve. Now I've got to talk about stuff. Anyway, so I went from here on Towers Road up Ladies' Incline to the junction here with Prince's, or just south of that. This is where I did that really weird intro. And then I walked up this way, and I'm walking up this entirety of this this incline. I'm hoping to go right to the end, but for now I'm here, and I'm going to see you again here, because this is where I find something of actual worth.
I did it. I found something railway related. Behold. There's my shadow. You don't want to see that. Let's just change the angle a second. Behold. Sleepers. Yes, railway sleepers. Look, you can even see where the chairs went. These are great. Don't know if they're from the mineral railway or not, but there's also this big stone here. Could this be railway related? Could a sleeper chair have gone there? I put my hand in my pocket, my shoe will have to do. So is this what's left of the Prince's Incline? The physical remains of it, at least? Oh, it moves. Crikey. But yes, anyway, I'm going to go now further that way to a Y-shaped junction and see what we can find up there. Here's a piece of infrastructure we can all agree is kind of cool. I'm on an embankment. Look at that slope, sloping down there. So yeah, this is an embankment on the Prince's Incline, which is neat to see. It's still here after all these years. How many years, I don't know. I'll get you a date.
1845.
But on site right now, I don't have all of my notes, so I'm just going to have to say a date. And oh hello, I found railway things. Can't get much more railway than this. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh look, bridge rail. Crikey, how old's that? That's awesome. There's another one of these. Hang on, it's got a groove in it there. Is that a tramway line? Is that from a tramway? I'll have to get Gareth Dennis to have a look at some of these, maybe. There's more down there, look. That's behind the fence, can't go there. There's more here, they're all lining this embankment, look. So you've got bridge rail, I know that much. Yeah, you've got, is that I-beam? No, that's another one with the groove cut out for the flange. You've got another just piece of generic rail, more rail. A sleeper barely clinging on, another rail. Loads of, these are all rails, by the way, spoiler alert, I'm going to do almost every single one. Oh, the wind's kicked in, nice, I missed a bit of wind noise on my videos. More rails, there's one, see, did you see it? Bridge rail again, how old is this then? Because when I think of bridge rail, I think of Brunel. I'm going to go down here, because I can have a look at the embankment from down here. I fell and nearly died. So yeah, this is neat. I wonder how long these rails have been here. Look, you can still see there's actually stuff put into the groove here for the flange. There's a bit of a sleeper. It's been very badly cut through, that, hasn't it? So have these rails come from the incline, or were these used to stabilise the incline while it was still in use? So how old is this, like this piece of wood holding up this earth here then? It's a mismatch here. I don't know if Poynton had trams like this. I wonder where this rail would have come from. Because that's a flat end. So that's the actual end of the rail. This is the cut end where it's always been sheared off. So that's curious. And obviously you've got the bridge rail, which I think is older, because like I said, I think of Brunel broad gauge, but that never came up here. So where they got bridge rail from, I don't know. That's not a rail, that's a beam. Walk down here. This has gotten more interesting than I thought it would do, to be honest. There's another piece of rail. Alright, we'll go over here. I can see a brick that's hiding. I'm going to go and visit the hiding brick. Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? Hiding brick. Nothing to do with it, I just thought it was fun. So I've just cross-checked it with the maps I have. So this is the junction. So you've got the Prince's Incline coming this way, coming through here, past my shadow, up through there, and it continues all the way to the canal. And you've got this one here, which this one goes south, and that heads towards the Nelson Pit area where I've done a video on before, and that heads down that way. We'll look at the map for that. And if you follow the sign that says public footpath and you go that way, there is another line that would have gone through here somewhere, and it would have connected up and gone and followed that line of trees over there. Since this is the only one that's left in situ, we're going to go have a look. I can also see that's actually an embankment over there, look. If I zoom in, stairs and an embankment. So let's go and check that out, shall we? I realise I almost finished every single two-camera thing like this with let's go check that out, shall we? So I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit in future, because no one likes someone saying the same thing all the time. I know I say anyway quite a lot as well, so we're going to mix it up. Less so's, less anyways, and let's go check that out. So, yo my home dogs, let's go view it. Nah, that doesn't work. So I'm approaching the embankment crossroads here. I've got a really disability hating gap here. Don't come this way if you've got any kind of like anything. And wow, here we go, another railway. So that's 3 railways today. Prince's Incline, unknown railway name. Prince's definitely Incline, unknown railway name. So I'm going to walk back down that way to my car, because 2 miles that way, which I'm not walking, this encounters a road again, which I'm going to meet. There might be something fun on the way, but I ain't walking 2 miles. No siree, Bob. I'll do that when I've got more time. I'm limited on time. With every video I make, I'm limited on time. Time is a rare and precious commodity. And I've probably got about an hour or so window to record this whole video, so I am going to cut some corners. Might want to keep that in now. So this is the other end of that path where I was at the junction, and I'm at the road. So it continues down that way, over the old Middlewood line, and then to the canal, over the canal, and then it continues on. And I'm going to try and see what I can make out, because on the map, this isn't even marked as a tramway or even an old tramway. This is just a line. So we're going to see what we can see, basically. I can already tell that it's a tramway. I mean, look at the embankment here. You've got quite a large drop going down there. An embankment coming up, across the top, and down there. So this is definitely a piece of infrastructure, tramway or whatnot. Just how old it is, I do not know. But let's investigate it anyway, because we can often find the answers online later on, or on site. Or we just don't find the answers at all, and that's the whole point of the video, just to explore and go, huh, that was interesting, let's go on to the next one. So let's see what we can find. Now this is interesting. As I've been walking up, every now and again the road gets carved out a bit, and it reveals these bricks, which is very interesting. Not something I'd expect to see on a tramway. So, no idea. Hey, my shadow, get out of there. So no idea why there's bricks on here. Maybe it was originally paved with bricks when it was turned into a road. I mean, it was abandoned before 1890 or even 1888, according to these two maps. So getting a date is hard. Obviously this isn't the tramway. That's the tramway heading up towards the Middlewood line, or the Macclesfield, Poynton and Marple line. So let's keep going. But that was interesting, the bricks. Didn't expect to see the bricks. I think we're approaching the bridge now for the Middlewood Way. So we'll check that out while we're here, shall we? Because everyone likes a disused railway. Heck, me probably more than most. It's a nice bridge. Let's see what we can see. Oh yes, there we are. Middlewood Way. There we are. Incidentally, if you want to see a video of someone riding up the entirety of the Middlewood Way, Jen,
hello internet,
from Jen on the Move, has done it. She put a GoPro on her bike and she rode the whole way up to some funky music. So I'll link that video as well. And here is a small section of Jen's video showing the bridge that I'm currently stood on. I'm right there. So that's me, but in the future, because she did this in the past. That's how it works. Anyway, we're going to continue on towards the canal. So this is still the tramway, even though it doesn't say on any maps. I'm very convinced this is a tramway, and I'd love to be able to get a date for it. Well, considering bridges over the Middlewood Way, and that was constructed in the 1860s, and the canal, so it was definitely here in the 1860s. However, I can't find a map of Poynton from the 1860s. Sadly, the Cheshire Tithe maps, which are of that era, seem to have this massive void where Poynton should be, and I have no idea why, because everywhere else is really well documented, apart from Poynton, which is just a void. Crikey. That came down with some force. Jeez. That must be recent during the storms. Wow, it's completely just torn that away. It's obviously private land, I'm not going to go in. But it looks like the remains of a quarry or something. I'll have a look at the map now, and I'll see if I can get an inkling of what this is. But this caught my attention more than that. Look at this! Squish! Tree versus gate. Tree wins.
So I'm just walking up here past Canal Pit Coal. I'm no longer on the line of the supposed tramway. I'm now just around here somewhere. But there is a tramway marked on this 1890s map still in existence here. And as you can see, there is a path of something going to shaft, in brackets air, on the other side of the canal. So I was heading to this bridge to walk over the canal. However, that wasn't going to happen.
I appear to have come to the canal. And my idea of crossing the canal on the bridge and following the tramway that way has sort of encountered an issue. There is no bridge. Let's see if we can find what's left of it. I think that might be some bridge. But yes, let's see if we can find the old bridge. I mean, I think I've reached the end of today's little explore. And it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, it just says no bridge here. But if you look on the old maps, there's clearly a bridge here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Look, see, look there? Bridge. Anyway, I've got to go and do things because I've got stuff to do. I'm a busy guy. So I hope you've enjoyed this abandoned video. Once again, back to our roots, exploring the tramway near Poynton. And I hope you will join me for the next one. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to take as many photographs as I can of this area. Absolutely lovely. Anyway, I'll catch you later for another video.